Hey friends, I look really tired right now, but it's fine. I figured that today I would start filming Christmas gifts that I'm making. My husband and I decided that instead of going out and buying a bunch of stuff for people, because nobody really needs anything, but we thought it'd be more meaningful and fun for this Christmas if we made the gifts for family and friends. And especially since we have all these things now to make some really cool things like the Glowforge and like sewing machine, we're pretty crafty. Well, one of us is, and he tries. So that is, I don't know when this video is going to go up, or if I'm going to film all of the Christmas gifts and make it in one video, or if I'm just going to chop it up type of thing. So yeah, I'll probably chop it up because I don't want it to be too long. And the last few videos, at least as of right now, have been really long. So that is what I'm going to do today. And I am going to, so I'll set this up and then so I can show you guys what I'm going to do. So I have you guys all the way zoomed out. So this is probably the most desk that you guys have seen. I'm trying to make it so you can't see a bunch of stuff. The first thing I want to do, I bought these super thin acrylic sheets and I wanted to see if I could make some bookmarks with them. And my thought is to cut it and then pour resin on it with dried flowers. So hopefully that works. I do have a bookmark mold that I could just pour resin into, but I don't like how thick, they're pretty thick bookmarks, and I like my bookmarks to be thin so I don't get a dent in the paper or whatever. So I'm going to cut these. I think that, I don't know if I want to make these mini size. I think the average standard bookmark is 6 by 2, if I remember correctly. I don't even know if this will cut, so I'm gonna cut an inch off first just to get to that 6. Oh, that was loud, but it cut. Oh, it cracked. I might have to use my Glowforge for this. Or my Cricut. Well, now I have to, I didn't cut this one or crack this one. I'm gonna, since this is already kind of messed up, I just want to see. Okay, cool. Maybe I won't use my Glowforge because I don't really want to set that up. So this is 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 by 5. That's fine. Maybe I'll just make mini ones. Though I did kind of kill this, but I'll save this and then I'll try and Glowforge something out of it. So I don't know how many I should make. I think I'm gonna sand them too. Should I Glowforge these? Ooh. Because then I have to draw the template and I didn't really want to do all that today. So I think I'm going to give them away in sets of 3. So it's a long one. Maybe I'll do a set of 3 for someone and then a set of 2. I kind of have these in mind for who I'm going to give them to, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to say it just in case, I don't know. Nobody really watches my videos, so I'm not concerned about that. I just want to make like a bunch of like cute things, and then I will figure out what's going to who. Because everyone that I'm giving a gift for pretty much like similar things, so I'm not too concerned. So I think I'll just do these for now. And then if I need to make more, I can always do that. We're gonna find sanding paper or a nail file. I don't know, something. I'll be back. I found a little nail file. I'll probably time lapse this. Okay. This one has like a little dip right there, but I think it will be fine. And once I put resin on it, I'm hoping it'll just kind of smooth itself out. Okay. I'm just going to put some paper on top of where I'm going to be making these so resin doesn't get on my desk. You guys are kind of tilted. Oh. I'm going to get a rag of some sort to wipe those down. And if I had rubbing alcohol, I probably would have done that, but I don't. I actually might, but I'm just gonna use a super lightly damped rag. Okay, so I have this giant, like where the light's coming from, it's a giant sliding window, well, door. So I'm going to crack that open, put gloves on because apparently resin isn't the best for you. And then I'm going to get that mixed up. And I'll be back. So I just realized I probably could have just Mod Podged this and then stuff flowers to that. So if this doesn't work out, that's what I'm gonna do. And my resin, one of them turned yellow, so I don't know if that means it's old, but I'm gonna keep moving forward anyway. So we'll see what happens. I'm just getting out different flowers and stuff. I think I'm just gonna use what I have right here. I always forget what I have, but okay, so I stirred that, and the brand that I use is for resin is Pro Marine Supplies. It's on Amazon, and I can have that linked in my storefront for you guys. So it said just to do a first, like a thin layer, and then do your flood layer. So I'm gonna use one of my kids' paintbrushes because I don't have any of mine. So I think I'm just gonna start with this one and paint. And there's still a bunch of bubbles, but since I'm just painting it, I'm hoping the bubbles will be smashed. And I also have a heat gun too if I need to use that. The only thing is that this takes 72 hours to cure. I don't know if it depends on what you're making, since what I'm doing, I'm just doing like a thin layer. So we will see. I probably shouldn't have done this on my work desk because I have orders I need to pack. And also, if I did this again, or if you're gonna do this, I peeled both layers of the film on these. I probably should have just left the underside unpeeled, just in case, you know. Okay, I'm gonna do one at a time. So there's not really gonna be a method to what I'm doing because I didn't think about it too much. So I'm gonna lay all the flowers down, like this is the front side facing down, because I want the other side to be the front. So it's not all the texture. Hopefully air bubbles don't happen. So I will try and find the links to all of the things that I use in this video, and I'll link them below. Probably just in my Amazon storefront, just because it's easier that way, because it's just one link instead of like a ton of links. So, but I really do like how these turned out. I think they look super cute, and I do like how they're not like super thick. Like if I made them out of the acrylic, which is what I was gonna do, I have like 3mm thickness acrylic, and I can't remember how thick these are, but they are significantly thinner. And I do know that there is a different kind of resin. I can't remember the brand, but I heard a lot about it on YouTube. And I think it's more user-friendly, like more crafts friendly. I have no idea. But I will try and find that and link it as well, just in case. And I think it's 24 hours it cures. This one, it was dry the next day. I think it's because I painted it on and it was like super thin layers, so that was nice. But I'll try and find that link for the other one too. More hobby friendly, I think is what I was trying to say. Like just for fun type of thing. that's the resin that I will look for you guys. And the last time I checked, that one was significantly cheaper than the one that I got. So, and I think they work just the same. So I've heard. Okay, so I think I learned from this first one. I don't know if it's gonna turn out or not, but it is kind of thick like some of the flowers. So I think I'm going to end up doing a second coat on this. So I think with the next one, I'm going to, for all of these, I'm gonna brush on a thin coat like I did with this one, and then stick on the things and then wait. Maybe until, I don't know, until that dries, and then I'll pour more on. So I kind of just wasted this, but we'll see. I'll have that heat gun linked below too, because it works really well. I hope this works out good. I should have just Mod Podged. I don't know. My mind went to this first, so. I mean, I guess I could stop and do it, but I'm not going to. Okay, so I want to use like flat flowers, or maybe I should just do all gold flakes, because some of these I can see that the resin didn't go on top of. That's why I have to do a second coat. The gold flakes seem to be fine as long as it's not like jumbled on top of itself. I should have got tweezers or something. I think that looked kind of cute. The ones that look like these little ones seem to do good. And at least it's early enough that if I do mess this up and I do have to Mod Podge, I have enough time to buy more flowers. So this doesn't have to be just a Christmas gift, obviously. I think this would be great for a birthday type gift as well, or anything like that. Just anyone that likes to read books. I think these would be super cute. And it was pretty easy to make too. So, and it didn't really take that long. It just took up a little bit of space. But that's about it. Oh, it looks kind of cute. I'm pretty sure there's no air bubbles, but I'll just do it once. Just in case. We'll see. And I don't know if I want to put these on top of this, because I don't know how hard or easy it is to get resin off of things. So, and I don't want it to go in the front of these, so. Or if you didn't want to do the dried, like do the resin, you could get vinyl and just put someone's name on it, or like a simple like cute flower design just with vinyl. I think that would be cute as well. I also realized that it was easier if I painted the resin on all of them first, because it doesn't dry that fast, and then put the flowers on. And having toothpicks handy was super nice. I would just, because I was using like the tiny petals and flower crumbs, I would just dip the toothpick into the resin, and that helped pick up the flowers that I needed because I had resin on my gloves, so it was kind of hard to get the specific flower that I wanted. So toothpicks were definitely nice to have. It's my bread machine. My bread's done. Or like my dough, but that's okay. And I'll have everything linked below. I don't know if I said that. So I'm just putting the gold flakes on. I think I should have, it would have been cute if I did flowers first and then that way there was a layer of gold behind it maybe. But that's okay. Okay. I have like, I don't know if you can see, but I have like little flower crumbs at the bottom of this, and that's what I'm trying to use because I like how that looks. I mean, the other one's cute too, but I think just having little petals is what I'm going for. And I did a 1-to-1 ratio of that. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I'm just randomly like just sticking these on. I feel like this green might be too thick, but I have so much of it that it would be nice if I can get it to work. Definitely make sure your workspace is clean because, yeah, I don't know how my battery is about to die. I had this thing on the charger all morning. If it dies, I'm just sticking these on. And then I'm gonna check back in maybe tomorrow. My battery did end up dying, and I do think it dies again at the end of this clip, but I'm just pouring the final layer of resin, and I was surprised how much I needed because I just wanted a thin layer and I was afraid it would overfill on the sides, but I think it did maybe once, but majority it didn't. So I just used a toothpick to kind of guide it up to the very edge of it, of the bookmarks, and it just leveled itself out. And honestly, I think this part took the longest just because um, you had to do like guide the resin a little bit by a little bit because I didn't want it to overflow and get sticky on the front or the sides, and I wanted to make sure I didn't want any like um, parts not having that final resin, so it would like I didn't want it to be like bumpy or anything. And that's when my camera died again. So this is, I think, the next day after it might be the next day or the day after that. I might have given it an extra day to dry. But this is how they turned out. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I think if I did it again, I would make the changes that I mentioned, but add maybe more flowers, like flower petals, so it looks like flower confetti type thing first, and then have the gold be behind the petals, because I think that would be cute and maybe make the petals pop more. But I definitely like how these turned out, and I'm going to use these as gifts for sure. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys like how these turned out? I think they're super cute. And I might even make them again for future gifts. And I'm curious how these would cut with the Glowforge. But anyway, let me know what you think below, and I will see you guys. I'm going to post another video this week too, so I'll see you in a day or two. Thanks for watching. Bye.